everyone, it's Sharana from Pay Your Weight, and today I'm going to be reviewing Beast, which is currently playing in theaters. This film is directed by Baltazar Komakur and it stars Idris Elba, as this film centers around a father and his two teenage daughters who find themselves hunted by a massive rogue lion intent on proving that the savannah has only one apex predator. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I'll tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and should you pay your way to see Beast in theaters this weekend. So going into what did I enjoy about watching Beast, and I really think that Idris Elba does a really great job of making the audience want to stay and continue to watch. It's his presence, his charisma that he has. That was like, am I gonna sit here for 90 minutes and watch Idris try to fight with a lion? Yes. Did I have Idris fist fighting a lion on my bingo card for 2022? I did not, but that's what I was here for. And I love the relationship between him and his daughters, and also too that we're continuing to see like those imperfect relationships. It's not just about seeing like, oh, it's a father with his daughters, but there's fractured in their relationships as we get to learn more about some of the events that have taken place that have led them to where they are in this film. I really like that we're seeing like imperfect parents, because I think it's really important to actually show that there are complexities to being a parent. We typically only see either you're a good parent or you're a bad parent, but we never get to see the in-between. And I like that his character is an imperfect father and that their relationship needs work, and that's why they're where they're at today. It's also nice just seeing two young black girls fight off a lion. Like, I'm here for that representation. Seeing more fathers with their daughters, but especially black fathers with their daughters, and just seeing like these young black girls with these corals just going ahead and try to go to town with a lion. I was here for it. Now, also too, another character that I really enjoyed is Charlton Copley, who plays Martin in this film. I really liked his character and his background. It gives you more insight as to why the lion does what the lion does, or what is actually taking place in the circumstances that have led all of them into this situation right now. I really loved his character, and sometimes I thought he even stole more shine from Idris, and I thought that they were both fun to watch. Also too, with the message about poaching. Typically in films like this, the animal is always the villain. They're always the wrong person. But I like that they really bring awareness to poachers and how they are really terrorizing these animals in their own natural habitat. And I like that this film makes sure to let you know this isn't some crazy lion. This is a lion who has been done wrong by humans. And there is a reason why this lion behaves the way that the lion does, to the point where I was like, hey, now I know I don't want you harming Idris and his daughters, okay? But I see where you're coming from. I was like, I get it. They did you dirty. And I was happy that it didn't try to make this lion a villain, because you typically see that in a lot of different films. And I was just really appreciative that they really took the time to bring awareness to these issues that are still happening in the world, all over the world today. Now, even though I have a lot of things that, also too, before I get into some of my issues, I did think that the suspense was very well done in this movie. Like, I was jumping like I was in a horror movie. Like, they really bring you in on that intensity, almost as if the lion is actually trying to get you. There are some excellent continuous shots that only helps add even more fear and like this thrilling, terrifying aspect to watching these characters on screen. I think they do a good job of sucking you in, making you feel the danger that the characters are going through, and also making you feel as though you're right there in the savannah with them, fighting for your lives. I really love that aspect of it. Now, even though there's things that I did enjoy about this film, it's not a lot of issues, okay? First and foremost, there are like a lot of dumb decisions that the characters make. And I'm like, yeah, Sharana, you can't like have characters be smart in a movie like this because they have to do something dumb in order to keep the movie going. But it did feel as though only in a short 90-minute runtime that they kind of lost the spark about halfway in, to where there had to be repetitive things happening in order to keep the movie going, to the point where you kind of started losing that pull that they had as far as the intensity, because it just felt like the same thing over and over again. Now, also too, with the young daughters in this film, there is one of the daughters, I'm not gonna lie, like literally irked the nerves out of me, like had other people wishing death on children next to me. it was very distracting from the film, because at the end of the day, for movies like this to work, you have to like the characters. You have to be invested in them because you're invested in their survival. And because one of the daughters was really just being disrespectful, just saying the craziest things that nobody would say if a lion was literally chasing them to their death, then I started to lose interest in the movie. At one point, I was just like, if the lion got to take somebody, I already know who they can take. And I'm not trying to wish death on children, but I'm just saying that's how annoying the character got. And also, too, as a black woman watching these young black children with their black dad, it didn't even make sense as for a black girl to first be that disrespectful, mouthing out, and to not heed to their father's instructions, especially when you're literally fighting for life or death with a lion. So these are one of those moments where it feels as though the script was probably written for a non-black cast and things weren't changed to make sense with who the characters are. And that's why when you gender bend or when you race bend, it has to make sense for that community. As a black person watching this, I would never in a million years think that black people would actually do this in real life if they were being chased by a lion trying to fight for their survival. And it's because of those things that it kind of started to make me not really enjoy the film anymore. And while overall I was entertained for the most part, what I would tell you to do with you and your coins is to wait for me. It's nothing that I feel that I need to rush to theaters to go see. Now, if this film was on VOD or if it's streaming somewhere, I would definitely say, yeah, go give it a watch. Like, you know what you're getting out of this film. You got Idris in it doing the best that he can to work with this film. But due to some of the terrible choices that the characters make and really some of these circumstances becoming very repetitive because they are kind of secluded into one area for the majority of the entire film, I just don't think it's necessarily worth having to rush to theaters to go see. So it's going to be a wait for me for Beast. But those are my thoughts on Beast. As always, my name is Sharonda from Para Waits, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again, bye.